The Sentinel Homes Premier Hockey League is proudly brought to you by Hockey New Zealand in association with Sentinel Homes, Vantage Windows and Doors, Computer Concepts Limited, Sky Sport, your home for hockey, and Sport New Zealand. The Sentinel Homes Premier Hockey League, live.
Well, hello there and welcome to the Gallagher Hockey Centre here in Hamilton on a gloriously sunny, I was going to say early summer's day, but it isn't. It's still spring technically, but it's the Northern Tridents against the Southern Alpiners as we head into match number 11 of the round robin of the 2020 Sentinel Homes Premier Hockey League. Northern Tridents against the Alpiners. At the moment, the Tridents on top of the table on goal difference ahead of the Central Falcons. The Alpiners still yet to have registered any points, and this will be their last chance of registering some points before they go into the third and fourth playoff match tomorrow afternoon. Tridents, meantime, well, they're virtually assured. I say virtually assured of a final spot. Top two teams go through to the final. Technically, they could be dropping to third, but that would take a significant an unlikely chain of events for that to happen. To confirm their place in the final for sure, they need at least a draw in this game against the Alpiners. They could lose the penalty shootout but still qualify with 15 competition points. So that's the scenario. If the Tridents don't win, if they actually lose this game, then it does open the door very slightly for the Mavericks in their match against the Falcons later today. Let's have a look at the two teams, and we can tell you that there has been a couple of changes. Number 6, Steph Dickens, who's been playing really well in defence for Northern Trident. She's not going to play this game. She's having a rest, and their word is that Stacey Mickelson, too, who's been a dominant figure in this team, is not likely to play. She is listed in the squad, but she's not starting, and she has not taken part in the warm-up, so the chances are that she will be rested as well. And in her absence, it's Ella Gunson, number 14, who'll be captaining the Tridents today. Here is the Alpiners. No change to their squad of 19. The captain's armband switches back from Fran Davies, number 12, back to Olivia Murray today, the striker up front, who is number 4. In all, 7 black sticks in this Alpiners team today. So looking good for some excellent hockey. We've got a slight breeze from the south today, but that nasty weather system that we had on Wednesday/Thursday has long gone now. However, we've got more rain forecast tomorrow. Hopefully that will not materialise, but today it is glorious for our two matches today. So the last time these two teams met, Northern Tridents won the game by 4-1, with Kirsten Pearce, the black stick striker, getting 2 goals. Rose Tynan, also a striker, getting 1, and Kate Ivory scoring from a penalty corner. And Olivia Murray was the Alpiners' goal scorer in that first clash. If you're joining us for the Sentinel Homes Premier League, just the 4 teams in it, but the country's been condensed into 4 regions. We've got the very best of the best playing in this league. Double round robin before we get to the grand final tomorrow and the third and fourth place playoff match. So that's where we're at. So the Tridents in the box seat. As I said, they need a draw to absolutely confirm their place in the grand final, but they could still lose this game, as I touched on earlier, and still make it. But if that happens, then the Mavericks, as I say, that opens the door slightly for them. They would need to beat the Falcons by a healthy margin, and they could overhaul the Tridents and make the final tomorrow. But so we'll see how that all happens and how that materialises. The umpires for today's clash: Amber Church from Gisborne, who's off to the Tokyo 2021 Olympic Games, and Lani Jackman, a local umpire from the Waikato. So let's have a look at the Tridents team. 7 black sticks, including their keeper, Brooke Roberts. The other keeper is Madeline Williamson. Ella Hyatt Brown, a 23-year-old from North Harbour, Wears 3. Rose Tynan's been in excellent form up front. She's got that fantastic reverse stick cross. Izzy Gill, a 19-year-old defender, is wearing 5. Samantha Polovnikov wearing 7. Stacey Mickelson is listed to play, but not starting in this game. Catherine Moffat, the North Harbour captain, wearing 9. Clodagh McCullough, number 10. Erin Goad, 45 games for New Zealand. She's in the midfield again today. We have the Dawes sisters fronting once again. Kayla Reed, number 13, an attacking midfielder. Ella Gunson is a touched-on back today after missing the last game. Kate Ivory, number 16, is a touched-on, a goal scorer in this first round clash between these two teams. And the team is rounded out by Olivia Crum, Tyler Lynch, Sophie Hildersley and Kirsten Pearce. 121 games for the Black Sticks since debuting in 2015. 30 goals behind her name. So there is the Northern Tridents. Now we have a look at the Southern Alpiners. Kirsty Nation and Sasha Masters are their goalkeepers, both underage representatives for New Zealand. Phoebe Steele, number 3, 8 games for New Zealand, debuted in 2016. Olivia Murray, of course, the greatest goal scorer of all time for the Vantage Black Sticks and a gold medalist from the Commonwealth Games on the Gold Coast. Anna Crowley, Tessa Jopp, busy players in the midfield and defence and midfield respectively. Likewise for Georgie Mackay-Stewart and Amelia Calder. Leah Butt, a couple of games for the Vantage Black Sticks in 2019. She's wearing 9. Belinda Smith from Auckland, but playing for the Alpiners. She's wearing 10. Hayley Cox. Fran Davies been very good in the central defence for the Alpiners in this tournament so far. Young players, Jessie Anderson, Kat Tinning, Brittany Wang, Emily Wyam. And the last 3, Margot Willis, who scored a goal yesterday for the Alpiners, Isabella Ambrosius, a 19-year-old Pathway to Podium program member, and Charlotte Lee completes the lineup wearing 21. The coach of the Southern Alpiners is Aaron Ford, and the coach of the Northern Tridents is Jude Menezes, and we'll be back for the start of this match right after this.
A new home is one of life's great adventures. Sentinel will help you enjoy the journey. Sentinel Homes. Design, build, enjoy.
How about that? Shake, rattle, and roll.
So here we go, match number 11 in the 2020 Sentinel Homes Premier Hockey League. The Tridents in the blue and the Alpiners in the red. Great work straight off the bat from Ambrosius to win the ball for the Alpiners. They are the South Island team, made up primarily of Canterbury players. Northern Tridents made up of North Harbour, Northland and Auckland players primarily as well. There's a good pass from Davies, creating space for Jesse Anderson. And straight away it is a good tackle from Moffat, the North Harbour captain. Bit of a veteran in the North Harbour team these days, Catherine Moffat. So, the Tridents and the Falcons on top of the table. We'll see that match at 2 o'clock this afternoon between the Falcons and the Mavericks. That will be an interesting clash with numerous Black Sticks players playing in that contest. So, interesting to see the Tridents' attitude in this game. They've got themselves into a pretty good position on the competition table. And reminding you once again, Steph Dickens, who's been really solid for them in the central defence, is not playing today. She's been rested. And Stacey Mickelson not starting this contest. And the word is she'll play if required. She was fantastic. She put on an absolute clinic in the game on Thursday against the Mavericks, scoring both goals in a 2-1 victory. And she was absolutely brilliant in that contest. The Mavericks couldn't handle her. And speaking of players who have been difficult to handle, that's Tessa Chop running with the ball there for the Alpiners, but she concedes the free hit. So in a way, it's going to be interesting for the coaching staff and the squad for the Tridents to see how they're going to go without Mickelson. I mean, she didn't play a few games in the first round either, so it shouldn't have too much of an impact in terms of the style of hockey the team plays. But Steph Dickens, not playing either, is going to be missed in this contest, although they do get Ella Gunson back today, and this is her on the ball here, captaining the team today. And Fran Davies there struggling looking right into the sun, but she did really well there to bring the ball back to the deck. Jop trying to just get that stick over to her teammate, but Rose Tynan's on it. And now Ella Brown, and now Lynch, who's got great pace. Gives an early ball. That's a good pass down to Goad. But Aaron Goad can't keep up with that one, and it's going to be Alpiners' ball. Murray. Now Tinning coming back towards the centre here. In fact, it was Wang, but she couldn't link up with Ambrosius, the 19-year-old. So it's going to be Trident's ball. Oh, almost lost there by the Tridents. Bit of pressure here on their defensive end. But Gunson's going, she's a calm and composed player. Pretty much can handle any situation. So she's got a great record behind her. 221 games for the Vantage Black Sticks and a gold medalist, of course, from the Commonwealth Games in 2018. And here is Gunson. So while there's not too much to play for the Tridents, rather for the Alpiners in this game, in terms of competition, individually all their players will be wanting to put good performances. The Vantage Black Stick selectors are watching this contest. And remember, at the end, in fact, in a couple of weeks' time, they will be confirming a 25-member squad for next year's preparations for the Olympic Games. So there's still a lot to play for, even though the results haven't gone the Alpiners' way. Individually, these players will be watched, and there'll be opportunities for them if they can seal the deal and put their hands up. For example, Olivia Murray, who, of course, is a legendary Black Sticks player, been pretty quiet in this tournament, particularly in the last few games. Hasn't really had too many opportunities. Here's Davies. Nicely controlled over there by Ambrosius. She'll get the ball again. And that will be Trident's ball. So quite start to the game. Here's Gill. And now Lynch chasing this one. But it's come off the stick there. Just a quiet little stick. Then a touch by Mackay Stewart. So the Tridents haven't had too much opportunity to move it forward. And now Moffat. Mary trying to make a nuisance of herself, and she's done really well, Mary. Plays it into the foot. There's a shot. Oh, Olivia Murray. That was class. Fantastic play from Mary. Scoring the goal on her own there. And the Alpiners lead 1-0.
Well, that's where you can see Olivia Murray at her best. So good pressure on the defender down the back. Right, to finish off with a really good shot in the corner.
So really good goal there from Mary, and it's the Alpiners that lead 1-0. Fantastic goal, wasn't it? And that was just brilliant work from Mary. I mean, not only to the finish there, Tina, but also the tackle. And then she tried to play it into the legs for a penalty corner, rebounded it and still scored. It was really clever.
Really good thinking from Olivia Murray.
So fantastic work from her, and it's 1-0. And Mary, I think that's her third or fourth goal. It might be her fourth goal in this campaign.
Yeah, she'll be pleased to get on the score sheet.
Yeah, she's been pretty quiet the last few couple of games. Yeah. But in fairness, of course, hockey is a team game, and she needs the ball to weave her magic, and I think her teammates have been struggling a little bit to get her decent ball up front. Let's see if that changes in this game. And now there's space. Mary's drifted way out to the left, and she's the target for that pass, but Gill's got it. Now there's a chance here for the Alpiners again. Here's a chance from Mary. It's saved. Hang on, it's still there. Chance here, and great work from Roberts, and Roberts smashes it into touch. Good work from Brooke Roberts. But good attack again from the Alpiners.
Yeah, they're looking a little bit more dangerous up front here. That goal's given them a bit of confidence.
Well, Smith, and then the deflection from Tinning. But good work here, and this Tridents defence had to work hard to stop a second goal being conceded. So good work there from both teams, actually. It's good work. Gunson. Whoops. And that will be going to be Alpiners' ball. Now we'll just keep an eye on this score, of course. The Alpiners haven't had a win or a draw in the contest so far, but they have been ahead in 2 or 3 games. Tina?
Yeah, that was a good throw from the back there, and a good pick-up on the outside.
And the Alpiners have just struggled to actually close out games, or maybe the games, but just close out games there they've been leading. Foot downs here from Gunson. Oh, that was almost a great pass. In fact, it has ended up into the chance here for Tynan. Now the keeper's in trouble. Tynan, she was an acute angle there, and she couldn't quite get it into the goal.
Yeah, she did really well to fake the shot, go around the goalkeeper, just took a little bit wide and into the side of the goal.
Yes, poor old Masters probably knew she had a bit of strife there, but then Tynan couldn't get it on target. Maybe that's the bit of luck that the Alpiners have been lacking in these games so far, Tina.
Yeah, and it's a little bit of Typical of what the Tridents have been doing in the first quarter. They've created a lot of opportunities, but just haven't been able to finish them off.
Here's a chance for Lynch. Plays it to the foot there of Phoebe Steele. So free hit for the Tridents. Looked like that goal might have flicked a switch in the Tridents. It's going to be still a long corner for the Tridents. Gunson to take it. There she goes aerial. Interesting tactic that close. And now, good tackling again. Not many go past Fran Davies. And Moffat. McCullough, that's a good pass. Gunson coming forward with the ball. Tynan. Still there for the Tridents. Now it's on the stick of Ambrosius. Free hit conceded by the Tridents there, and it's Kayla Reed giving up that. And now here comes Cox for the Alpiners. Now Lynch. Gunson. No Stacey Mickelson so far in the contest. Didn't take a part in the warm-up. And there's Davies again. Good clash of sticks there, and Hyatt Brown comes forward. Tynan with the ball. Tynan on the edge of the circle. Here comes that reverse stick cross that she's possessing. Great power in it. Fran giving away. In fact, the free hit is conceded. And Rose Tynan just being spoken to by the umpire. No card, though. But yeah, back to Stacey Mickelson. No Stacey Mickelson so far in the game. She didn't take part in the warm-up. And the word is she'll only be on the pitch if required. And no Steph Dickens either today.
Well, they'll be hopefully resting their players for the big match tomorrow. Yes. Big players.
Yes, indeed.
So it's not a bad tactic. Although I'm pretty sure they'll be, chomping at the bit to get out there.
Yes, it's an interesting one, isn't it? Because the Tridents aren't absolutely locked in, although it is kind of 95% certain. Now Goad on the ball here. And Pearce. So when I say they're 95%, I always like to leave 5%, Tina, because there is a slight chance that they might be overtaken. I mean, the mathematical equation is they need to lose this game heavily, and then the Mavericks will need to win their game heavily against the Falcons at 2 o'clock.
So they'll be pretty confident if they can keep the score down. Obviously, they still want to win the game. But it's also good for the Tridents to play without their key players as well going into tomorrow's game. You never know what's going to happen. Stacey might get injured. Steph might be injured. So they need to be able to perform without their big players too.
Yeah, I had a chat to Steph Dickens before the start of the game, and I said, how much running do you do in a game? She goes, I think it's about 6Ks, and of course that excludes the warm-up. There's Mary's cross, a beauty! Oh. It's still there for the Alpiners. Reverse stick shot, saved by Roberts, and away by Gunson. Good work again by the Alpiners, and this time it was Mary with a bullet-like cross, wasn't it?
And there's just you can see the determination inside the circle so much better from the Alpiners. Commitment, play on the ground.
Well, and Mary's had the ball at her stick, Tina. That's been a difference too. And her class is coming through in this game.
Yeah, she was pretty quiet in the last game, so I think she'll probably want to make up for that too.
Yeah. There's the Alpiners, Mackay Stewart, inside the last minute of this first quarter. Davies on the left. Wang is the target. And Brittany Wang's done well to keep that in the field of play, but she's lost it. Good tackle coming in from those Tridents players who won a free hit. Gunson goes high. Oh, nicely gathered in by McCullough. That was good work from her. Got the selfie stick out. to grab that one. And McCullough with 10 seconds to go here for the Tridents, but that one over the baseline, and that should see the first quarter in, and it has. It's been a good one for the Alpiners. Not only have they scored, but they actually created a couple of other good chances in that first 15 minutes. They lead the Tridents 1-0. Well, the question now becomes, Tina, can they keep it going, the Alpiners?
Yeah, and I hope that the Alpiners can keep in the game and keep scoring and putting those shots on goal. So I'd love for them to come away with a win in their final game.
So the stats there, they've already shots on goal 2-1 in their favour, and circle entries pretty good too, and they've been dominating possession too, 57% possession. And perhaps like some other games, Tina, they've turned it into something.
Yep, so they've got 1 goal on the score sheet, 4 shots on goal to the Tridents 2, and so 50% of their circle penetrations, they're coming away with the result. So they'll be pretty happy with that.
Well, I'm going to go through my notes as we look at Murray again. Absolute clinic of a goal there to win the ball, go for the penalty corner at the top where just a little nudge, into that player, but it happened to be just outside the circle, but she composed herself after getting the rebound and buried it.
Buried right in that corner too. That's where you want the strikers to be putting the ball. It's a perfect shot.
Fantastic stuff from Olivia Murray. Now I'm going to go back through my notes to see how many games the Alpiners have actually led or have got the first goal. Well, that's the men's Alpiners. That is probably worth me turning my pages rather fast to go through to the other pages. Yeah, Murray, last time actually these two teams met, Murray did score the first goal in the first quarter as well. The Alpiners led 2-0 against the Mavericks at halftime in their first game.
Oh, so they'd want a little bit more of a buffer.
So that's 3 games now they've actually led. They've scored the first goal in 3 of the 6 games that they've played, but they've gone on to lose all those games. Let's see if they can change that today and upset the Tridents. Here they come, the Tridents through again. And just the other thing too, Stacey Mickelman was so dominant on Thursday in their game, wasn't she? She just was unbelievable in that game, Tina. Yeah. And now she's not there in this game so far. Other players are forced to kind of replace.
To step up and really put their foot forward in the matches, which isn't a bad thing, particularly for the young players coming into here.
And I think Graham Shaw will be interested too, because, even fast forwarding 6 to 8 months from now, Tina, you never know. Mickelson might get injured and he might be trying to win a gold medal at the Olympic Games without Stacey Mickelson. So there's all benefits to seeing how players react when star players are not on the pitch. And that was a fantastic pass downfield from Ivory coming into the circle. The Tridents. Composure required here from Tinning to get rid of the ball. And
that's good work from Kat Tinning. Good control.
Yeah, Maddie Dorr was up there.
Yeah, Maddie would have been hoping for a little bit more from that. She used good speed to get to the top of the circle. I would have liked to have seen her take a shot as soon as she stepped over that white line.
Yeah, once it looked like it was Mackay Stewart got right at her ankles. The opportunity had vanished for Maddie Dorr, and then we saw Tinning with that composed clearance for the Alpiners. Gunson can't find Ivory on that right side, and it's going to be Alpiners ball. Beautiful day today, just that gentle southerly breeze, not too hot, just absolutely glorious conditions for hockey today here in Hamilton. Hope you've been enjoying our coverage. It all comes to a conclusion in the women's competition tomorrow afternoon, and then we're back here on Wednesday to conclude the men's competition. It's a good play coming in from Anderson. She still has it. And now Job.
The Alpiners are just holding on to that ball a lot better than what they were on Wednesday, which is making a huge difference to their play.
And their circle entries have been asking plenty of questions too, Tina. Like that, even that one, they didn't get that deflection on target, but still they were creating the opportunities. So here's Ivory, and there's a player open on the left. It's Erin Goad, who probably had the right idea there, but just didn't quite execute that in the right place of the field.
Maddie's fast, but I'm not too sure she's that fast.
Fran Davies. Jop.
Oh, beautiful ball.
That was a great ball to Charlotte Lee. Racing back is Moffat, though, and just shepherds that over the baseline. So the Tridents will get possession. Pearce and Polovnikov up front. They look like twins from our commentary position. Mary not on the pitch, although there she is, floating over to the left, which is the direction the Alpiners are looking to work towards from the side. And Polovnikov did really well there to win the ball. Davies coming forward here. She jumps on that one. Just didn't get a good stick on it, though. Moffat. Back of the stick is the call, so...
Yeah, good anticipation there from Fran Davies.
And Tinning onto this one in a real hurry. Jop protecting the ball. Freeing it over to Georgie Mackay-Stewart. Hildersley, though, has won the ball, and it's won back again by Mackay-Stewart. The Tridents have it. So, quiet first 5 minutes of the second quarter. Kai Stewart going direct this time, but it's easily cut out by Gunson. Katie Dorr. Squeezes between two defenders really well there. And Dorr did really well to keep it alive. Into the circle here. Oh, it's just eluded the stick there of Tyler Lynch. There was a deflection, a crucial deflection from the Alpiners.
Yeah, that was a little good touch over the sideline. Okay, probably just one too many passes. I would have liked to have seen the shot there.
Dorr into the circle. Oh, it's gone in. Oh, dear. Wow, that's going to be a goal. When it possibly shouldn't have been. And unfortunately for the keeper. And that is the ultimate error, really. Great run into the circle. But that was really a cross, wasn't it? Just being deflected in, I think, off a defender's stick, perhaps. Looked like it took a slight deflection.
Just not too sure whether it came off the defender's stick, went between the goalkeeper's feet.
Great run here. There, I think has it gone in off Lynch, or did it come off the stick there of Belinda Smith? We'll have to get a forensic examination.
I'm pretty sure
underway.
Tyler will still put her hand up for the goal.
So we'll see who the official people will. So Tyler Lynch did get that deflection. So well done to Tyler Lynch. But it was all in rather bit slow motion, wasn't it? And it looked to the naked eye that it might have been a goalkeeper error. However, the Tridents have equalised, and there goes Gunson. It was a great run into the circle from Katie Dorr, wasn't it?
It was a good run. Nice.
Well, Davies was playing to a player who was just wandering off the field. He substituted. That was unfortunate for the Alpiners. Davies had that look on her face. She was going, huh? Hang on, come back on. Gunson. Here's a nicely guided pass down to Erin Goad. 2-11s there. With Hayley Cox trying to win the ball for the Alpiners as well. So goals so far to Olivia Murray and to Lynch. Goad again. Into the circle. This time the keeper's not really kept it clear that well. So it's forced Crowley into work, and she's done really well there. Anna Crowley freed up the ball. Moffat working out well for the Alpiners, although there's plenty of Tridents players back there. Good half a dozen of them. And there were only four Alpiners players. So the team in blue had the numbers game there. Now Smith. Jessie Anderson. Anderson puts the foot down. Oh, it's going to be a card here, green card. And coming to the sideline.
Katie Dorr.
Katie Dorr, yes. So the Alpiners have a one-player advantage for the next 2 minutes. Olivia Murray back on the pitch, but Moffat controls that beautifully at the back there for the Tridents. Gill has lost it. She's won it back, though. And now she just gets rid of it.
Tridents happy to sit back in their half. Leading into half time. 5 minutes to go.
Running at the defence, Amelia Calder crosses it in. Moffat called on 2 defenders effectively for the Tridents, which he's done so. Gunson. It's good work from her. Gunson debuted for the Black Sticks way back 2009. She's been around for a while now. Very experienced player. Just the type of player you want back in the defence. Crum and Gunson.
And she's been playing some of her best hockey in the last couple of years too, Glenn.
Yes, she has. She's been really solid in this tournament too. Gill didn't get the connection. Chance now for the Alpiners. 4.5 to go. Yeah, Alpiners, yes. It's interesting, isn't it, Tina? 3 games out of the 6 they've played, they've scored the first goal, and in one of them they went ahead 2-0. But they haven't managed to go on and win a game. There's something common there. Hopefully, as I touched on earlier, that trend can stop here for them. Good work here. Coming forward is Mackay Stewart. Plenty of defenders back there for the Tridents. Oh, Rose Tynan ruled to have lost that one over the sideline. Don't know about that call. It was right under our noses. Thought she'd kept it in, Tina.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about that. I think it went over the sideline, to be honest.
Calder plays it in. Here's a chance, right at the keeper, who's kicked it into her own player penalty corner.
Oh, that was a great shot.
Well, Williamson kicked it right into the back there of Moffat. Good work from the Alpiners to create something there. With 3.5 to go. Let's have a look here. Good ball in. Tricky one because it was bouncing, wasn't it?
Yeah, I like the shot though, from 21. Just really good control. Didn't try to swing at it too hard, just put it towards the goal.
And then Williamson kicked it straight into Moffat. So here's the penalty corner. Mary is going to be the target here. Well, there's a little switch play. Deflection to the near post. Second goal for the Alpiners. They've done brilliantly. Maybe wasn't executed as cleanly as it might have been, but doesn't matter. They make the best out of a bad situation.
Yeah, it was good to see the Alpiners change their penalty corners up here.
Nice little near post play there, and it is Isabella Ambrosius that has got the goal. So it's the Alpiners that go back in front.
Very well worked penalty corner, and well done to Isabella.
Yeah, Ambrosius, a 19-year-old from Canterbury, plays for the Harewood Club. She scored, that's her second goal of the Sentinel Homes Premier Hockey League, having got one in round one, and there might be time for another. This is Phoebe Steele into the circle. Here's a chance. Tinning. Oh, she realised she could have done better there. She looks to the heavens.
It was a great cross. Good ball across the top of the circle. And very wide open.
Yeah, Tinning maybe could have just had a crack first up there with no control. Tina, what do you reckon? Bang on the forehand side.
Oh, she had plenty of time to get it under control for a good shot on goal.
Wow, 2 to play. Game on here. It's nicely poised, this match now. Bouncing ball, but beautifully controlled by Davies. And now she's freed up Wang. Wyam ahead of her. Jop running into an attacking position. Same with Mary. Wang's got it to Wyam. A little deflection. And a free hit conceded. You want to go left, don't you, with Mary is, don't you? You want to drift over that side, don't you?
Tessa Jop was wide open then. I would have thrown the pass a little bit earlier and put her into some space.
And she was, of course, had Mary on her left. Well, important now that for the Alpiners that they hold on here, Tina. There's a minute to play in this first half. Lynch on the ball in a flash here. Deflected away by the keeper. Davies. Nice play from Fran Davies. Kept in field by Butt. She's done well. Davies, a little stick from Kirsten Pearce. On that far side of the field. They're happy to wind the clock down with 30 to play. Now Wang might get this.
Oh, good reach.
Good stop. Wyam up front. Phoebe Steele with her as well. Wang a little disappointed in the end that she couldn't do better, but it was good pressure from McCloda here. Let's just take that time away from Wang. Dorr over to Lynch. Up front is Maddie Dorr. And the time has expired in this first half. Just in time for the Alpiners. Maybe the Tridents would have loved 5 more seconds. Wasn't to be. Nicely set up this game heading into the second half with the team that hasn't won a game in the Sentinel Homes Premier Hockey League for 2020 yet. The Southern Alpiners leading the Northern Tridents by 2-1.
A new home is one of life's great adventures. Sentinel will help you enjoy the journey. Sentinel Homes. Design, build, enjoy.
Introducing the new Ford Escape ST Line X. Packed with the latest features so you can get moving, do more, and go further. Now available with the Ford Assured Future Value Finance offer. Simply pick your payment plan and at the end of the term, choose if you want to keep your Ford Escape, return your Ford Escape or upgrade to a new Ford. Easy. Ford. Bring on tomorrow.
So, Egypt. Exciting.
It's been my lifelong dream to see the sunrise over the pyramids. Oh, it's silly, really.
Not at all. The room. It must be 502.
More than ever, we need our parents to be more supportive
so we can go out there and have some fun.
We're on a mission to find some of our most famous sport parents.
To give our parents some helpful advice.
So do you think you'll be able to help us out?
Absolutely. When I played sport, it was all about having fun.
Talk about the effort they win and not about the fact that they won the game.
Try and encourage our kids to get involved in as many sports as possible.
We want to build kind, strong, resilient athletes.
They see and watch your behaviour all the time. They see everything.
You know, don't pressurise them and trying to make them improve too quickly.
Kids coming in with a lot of overtraining injuries.
They're not supposed to know how to have the winning mindset at the age of 12.
If they come off that field or come off that court with a smile on their face, then I'm a happy man.
We came up with 10 golden rules for being an awesome sport parent.
To check them out, go to besportive.kiwi.
Yes, welcome back to gloriously sunny Hamilton. It's 2-1 to the Southern Alpiners at half-time. Shots on goal continue to be 2-1 in their favour. Just the one penalty corner in the game, but they continue to dominate possession, although those circle entries have tightened up at half-time. It just won the difference now. Let's get some half-time reaction now, and let's head downstairs to Matt Williams from Hockey New Zealand.
Kate Trelov, the assistant coach of the Southern Alpiners. The side came out really determined in that first half. What was the message heading into the game?
Just that keep building on what we've been building on all week. We start really well and we just got to keep that momentum and just keep rolling it through the game. So we just want to keep building each game we're going. We haven't won a game yet, but we want to just keep building on getting better each game from now on.
And what's the critical message that you gave to the side at half-time just to make sure that you close out the match and now you've got that one-goal lead?
We just need to be a bit more patient at both ends, a bit more patient in the attacking circle to make sure we get in the right positions to give ourselves opportunities, and a bit more patient in the defence to close them down before they even get there, sort of thing. I think we're panicking a little bit at both ends, so we just want them to calm down a little bit when we get to each end, basically.
Awesome. Thank you very much and good luck for the second half.
Thanks very much.
There we are, Kate Trolove, herself a very fine player in her day, and it'll be interesting to see if the Alpiners can implement what she suggested there. Let's go back to Matt. Let's get some reaction from the Tridents team now.
Sandy Mackey, the assistant coach of the Northern Tridents. The Alpiners came out quite aggressive today. How does the side need to counteract that in the second half?
Yeah, I think we just also have to stick to our pattern, which has been working for us through the tournament. We enjoy playing the style we've been playing, and we just need to maintain that.
And what message did you give to the side heading into the second half to try and get themselves that one goal back and set themselves up for the final tomorrow?
Yeah, well, I think the Alpiners are pressing us really well, so we have to make sure that when we're moving the ball, there's probably better ball speed and we're executing with more precision.
Thank you very much, and good luck for the second half.
Thank you.
So there we are, Sandy Mackey with her thoughts, the assistant coach of the Tridents. So 2-1 is the score. Not for the first time we've seen the Alpiners lead at half-time in one of these games, but can they go on with Murray really setting the tone with a fantastic goal there, individual effort. Just before we rolled the tape there, she'd actually intercepted a brilliant ball and then scored this on her own. And when you look at the way she finished there, you can see just why she's become the all-time leading Vantage Black Sticks goal scorer. Now, this one is a little scrappy. Great run into the circle there by Katie Dorr, and a lovely little deflection from Tyler Lynch. But check out this run and the stick work from Katie Dorr. It was superb. And then that tiny little deflection, just always good enough to beat the stick of the players. And then this beautifully executed penalty corner, finished off by Ambrosius, that gave the lead once again to the Alpiners. Wasn't executed perhaps as cleanly as they would have hoped, but it still worked out as Isabella Ambrosius nudged it in for a 2-1 lead. Been a good game, Tina Belkake, and we hope, if you're an Alpiners supporter, they can go on and kick on and perhaps win this game.
Just as Katie said, as long as they've got some composure and have some patience at both ends of the field, then hopefully they will come away with a win today again.
Can't see any reason why they can't win it. Remember, they've lost all 5 of their games so far and haven't managed to get any points at all. And let's see if that changes today. And we need to actually remind you of the points table, which is a really interesting scenario, of course. With the Tridents leading on goal difference from the Central Falcons. And goal difference is the tiebreaker criteria when it comes to deciding the order of teams on the competition table. The top 2 qualifying for the final at 2 o'clock tomorrow. Teams 3 and 4 to play off at midday. We know the Alpiners will be one of those teams at midday tomorrow. They can't qualify for the final. And barring an absolute freakish set of circumstances, we know the Tridents will be one of the teams in the final, most likely against the Falcons. But if, the Alpiners were to go on and pinch another couple of goals here and the Mavericks start to get on a big roll against the Falcons, we could see a different combination materialising tomorrow. But that's the only way that the final will be any different, which is at this stage we're expecting a Falcons-Tridents final. If the Tridents can find another goal and draw this game, that would 100% confirm their spot in the final tomorrow. The shootout would become immaterial. Just that one competition point would send the Tridents to 15 competition points and be enough to make the final. And then that would leave the scenario, Tina, of the Mavericks needing to win over the Falcons by 5 clear goals at 2 o'clock this afternoon.
Well, I'm not
It's a tall order.
Yeah, it is a very tall order.
But we'll see. It was a very close game between those two when they last met.
It'd be a great game to watch if they were trying to score 5 goals.
Absolutely. Tinning working away here. So no Steph Dickens in this game today and no Stacey Mickelson. Mickelson is in the squad, listed to play if required. But at this stage, we've not seen it. That's Davies going right around Rose Tynan. Plays it into the circle, nicely cut out. Chance here for Jop. She can squeeze through. Gunson trying to make a nuisance of herself. Jop's got it back again. Now Davies. We're back to where we started. We went full circle there.
A little bit scrappy in there.
Wasn't it?
Get control.
Now Hildersley chasing this one. She can't catch up with that pass from Erin Goad.
That was a great pass into space. Just needed to anticipate that ball going into there.
Over the top to Belinda Smith. Belinda Smith playing here for the Alpiners. Again, playing against many of her fellow Aucklanders. Plays for the Somerville club out in East Auckland. Now the umpire wants to take him from the correct spot. Tinning just ahead here of Crowley. And Davies switching to the right. That's a great pass, and Tinning has lost her footing. And it's going to be a free hit. Got to give a big tick next to Fran Davies' form in this Premier Hockey League. She's been really solid.
Yeah, I thought she had a great game. She really led by example on Wednesday night.
Yeah, she's been very good. Hardly put a foot wrong in any of the games that the team's played. Now Moffat getting herself into a little bit of strife here. Strong shot gets them out of trouble. Katie Dorr, great commitment there. And now Tynan has got Lynch, the great pace of Lynch. Into the circle, this is dangerous. Tyler Lynch, and it's gone across the face of goal. The Alpiners survive.
I had Maddie Dorr coming on up on the outside there, getting into good position just outside that right post. Went a little bit too far.
Dribbled agonisingly slowly across the face there, didn't it? Good strong tackle from Smith. That was good work from her. In fact, that was Anna Crowley with a good stop and steal rather. Back in possession, and that's mistimed by Fran Davies. Nothing deliberate about that one. But one of the Tridents players copped it. Lynch back to Gill. Gunson.
It's better movement.
Good tackle. Gunson's lost her footing, but a free hit. It's gone against Olivia Murray. Gunson crashes it in. But again, Davies, beautifully controlled Jop. Sneaks past Gunson. Nice pass. Mary there in the middle if they can get an early ball to her, but they can't. And it was Willis who was trying to get that pass from Tinning. Go can't get that one. So no change to the halftime score, still 2-1. Wyam chasing through here with Moffat. Good to see the Alpiners pressing a little bit in defence high up the field, Tina, as well.
Yeah, it's had worked for them in the first half, so I think they want to maintain that pressure on the Tridents.
Well, there doesn't seem to be any noticeable change to that tactic. Bounced off the foot there of Goad. Mackay Stewart sweeps it across to Anna Crowley. Now Mackay Stewart again. Leah Butt. Oh, Rose Tynan's got it for the Tridents. Thumps it into the turf, bounces up.
think she was sure about that pass either.
No. Hyatt Brown might get a chance this time. Now, couldn't catch up with that one, Polovnikov.
Yeah, I think they're just trying to force the passes a little bit too much. Both teams.
Davies. But this is Cox. Hyatt Brown concedes the free hit. But has a long-range shot there, pass cut out. And now Reed to Gunson. This is Goad. This is looking good for the Tridents as they sweep forward in numbers here. Couldn't find Polovnikov, though. And the Alpiners survive for the meantime.
Yeah, that was a great run into the circle by Erin.
Subs coming on thick and fast here, both teams. Moffat. That's good work from Kayla Reed. Maddie Dorr fires it forward as Pearce was the target. And it's going to be a long corner, so it's Trident's ball. Kayla Reed again on it here. Pearce wins a free hit on the circle's edge. Into the circle, a little reflection. Keeper's called into a couple of times there. The Alpiners, a little statue kind of defence there, Tina. Not much movement there.
Yeah, that tactics worked for them a couple of times. Throw the ball at the goalkeeper.
He's happy to slow it down for the meantime. Take their time, the Alpiners. Looking for that composure, perhaps that's been lacking when they've been leading other games, Tina. Take a breath.
Yeah, that patience in attack. They'll need to step it up again just to maintain that momentum that they had in that first half.
Anderson hustling and bustling away in that right midfield position. It's nice to get forward and have a crack. Here's Wang. Free hit goes against Brittany Wang. Moffat. Well, this is all working out for the Alpiners at the moment. They're leaning on the scoreboard, and there's the opportunity for them to just be patient at the back here. Davies and Smith. And now Crowley. He's been playing very well as well in the defence for the Alpiners. Here comes Anna Crowley again. And that one, just as I talk her up, she missed time to pass. Always the way.
Nice throw.
And a beautiful control there by Polovnikov. And delayed her pass nicely to Goad, who goes around Crowley. But Davies, what a stop there from Fran Davies. That edge past her sticker could have been real trouble. Now Gunson, this could open up with a lot of players stacked on the right here for the Alpiners. But again, look who it is. It's Davies. controlled into the turf there by Steele. She was, wasn't she? There were lots of howls of protest from the Tridents, particularly Ella Gunson, the captain. Now Lynch. That's a nice pass to Pearce.
I'm not too sure they wanted to make that many subs at that time of the game. I think they had 3 defenders coming off and attacked by the Tridents into the circle.
Yeah. A little lucky there. Moffat. Gunson. It's a nice timely stick from Charlotte Lee as we head into the last 3 minutes of this third quarter. No goals in this quarter. Hyatt Brown, nice control. McCullough. Into the circle, this needs to be cleared away. And it's being done, but the pressure will remain on the Alpiners. Ivory wide into the attacking quarter now, runs it into the circle. There's a chance, saved by the keeper. Good strong left mid on that one from Sasha Masters. Belted away like it was a fly.
A great shot at the top of the circle.
Yeah, it was on target, wasn't it? Boom. But Masters easily away now. Free hit goes against the Tridents. Going to be Alpiners ball. And Sasha Masters in goal for the Alpiners at the moment. She's the under-21s, New Zealand under-21s keeper from last year.
The Alpiners want to try and run the clock down here. Just keep possession.
Smith and Goad. That's good play from Smith.
Well done, Belinda.
And now Mary in a dangerous position. She passes this time. Ambrosius, there's the cross. Stock and the almost deflection in from Wyam. She just couldn't get a good connection on it. But good play. Once again, Mary involved. And there goes the reverse cross. And it was Wyam not far away. Now Tynan coming through for the Tridents. And there's going to be a card here. Green card for one of the Alpiners players. With 1:09 to play. She's sitting down in the naughty chair is Georgie Mackay-Stewart. Ivory will crash this in. But it's Davies, not for the first time in this quarter, who intercepts the cross. And saves for the Alpiners. Smith, good pass. Phoebe Steele, tangling sticks with the other number 3 in the game. Ella Hyatt Brown. Ambrosius, Tinning. Emily Wyam. Nice ball movement from the Alpiners that time downfield.
Yeah, they do really well when they keep their passes nice and short.
Now Jop into the circle. Free hit for the Alpiners. With 17 seconds. It's worth a crack here, isn't it? Play it back, crash it in.
He's going to take it.
Oh, I don't know about that one. Goad's got it. Free hit for Kayla Reed. But that is the end of the third quarter. So no goals in that quarter. Competitive quarter of hockey, and the Alpiners 2-1. They lead in this contest. Well, now Aaron Ford has been in this position, as we've touched on a few occasions. There he is laying down the law as we check out the stats. Circle entries now favouring the Tridents now, which is interesting. Still only one penalty corner in the game. And the rest of the stats on the CCL Stat Central board pretty even, although that possession stat has been fairly consistent all the way through the game, favouring the Alpiners.
And the Alpiners getting a few more shots on goal compared to the number of circle entries
Yes.
that the Tridents have had. So,
well, it's interesting, isn't it? The Alpiners have been here before, Tina, as we've touched on 2 or 3 times in the commentary, and that's when your head can start to play tricks on you a little bit. You think back to the last couple of games when they've been leading and they've let it slip to lose. You know, it's hard to get those thoughts out of your mind sometimes.
yeah, as Katie said at halftime, as long as they're patient in both 25s, maintain their composure, keep possession of the ball, and that's what they did in that last 5 minutes. They just used the short passes to get out of the defence, which has been working really well for them. So if they can do that for this last quarter, you might see some happy faces at the end of the game.
Well, the other issue too is that the Tridents haven't played Stacey Mickelson in this game. She's been in the squad. She didn't start. She hasn't played. She's taken her tracksuit jumper off, which is interesting. Steph Dickens, we know, isn't playing today. What would you do if you're Jude Menezes? She was so dominant in that Thursday. Do you play her?
Yeah, well, Jude's
do you get her on there?
You know, I can't, as a coach, you never want to lose a game. So if it means putting your best players on to get the result and to make sure that they get the result and they're in that final as a top qualifier.
Well, that's the thing. It takes the doubt out of it. Although they do have a very good goal differential, the Tridents, as we start the last quarter. If, for instance, we get no change to the score, their goal difference at the end of this contest would be +8, and that would still be very healthy. Now, but if the Alpiners maybe pinch another 1 or 2 goals here, then things change a little bit.
Yeah, and Stacey only needs to be on the pitch for 30 seconds to score a goal.
Yeah. Tyler Lynch. Love her pace. She's got great pace.
She's got great pace.
Fantastic pace on the ball here. It's like she doesn't have a stick or a ball at her feet when she's running. Doesn't delay her at all. And the Alpiners now back to a full complement of 11 players. We've just seen the re-entry of Mackay Stewart off the green card. As Gunson sweeps it forward. Oh, that might work out for Hildersley. Good little cross too. Here's a chance. Masters called on again. And Davies, composure. No, it's gone straight to Ivory, who's done superb here. Chance for a cross, but Masters thumps it away. And Olivia Murray has the chance to clear.
Yeah, that was much better clear from Masters. Kept it nice and flat. Directed it out to the side.
Gunson. Now Moffat. Here's Gunson. Trying to squeeze between 2 defenders. She still has it, Ella Gunson. Into the circle. Dangerous ball. Pressure here for the Alpiners once more. And Smith gets it away. McCullough. And now Mary's got it. Got Hyatt Brown on her. And that's gone against Olivia Murray. Now Hyatt Brown coming forward here. And it's a long corner. Trident's ball. Gunson. It's over the stick of Wang. It's come off Smith as well. Back for another long corner. So a good sustained period of attack here for the Tridents. Kate Ivory sweeps it all the way back to Catherine Moffat. Gunson runs. Nice change up, but it's right into the Alpiners stick. And Mackay Stewart, in fact that's Crowley.
And she recognised that all their defence were forward, so there was an opportunity to fast break and get the ball going forward quickly.
Pass not on target there. But she's made up for a mistake there. And that's right into the legs there of Kate Ivory.
Here it goes.
Here comes Tinning. Now Ambrosius. Ambrosius. Keen to get this ball into the circle, and she's done so brilliantly. Wang, right there. Opening up now, this game a little bit. Plenty of pace, space rather, in the midfield. .11 minutes to go, still plenty of time in this contest. Remember, if it's locked up at full time, we will have a penalty shootout. And if it is locked up, that will absolutely confirm the Tridents' place in the final. Tynan absolutely hammered there, and referee stopping play. There's going to be a card here.
I think that was closer to a rugby tackle than a hockey tackle.
Yeah, it was. Good body shot there. No card, though. Umpire thought about it, but said no. What do you reckon, Tina?
Yeah, I don't know. She was lucky to get away with that.
I think it was Davies, wasn't it? Crowley. Well, that's a famous rugby name, isn't it, Crowley? Of course, Anna Crowley is from Taranaki. Pierce. But Davies onto it like a flash again. Davies trying to play onto the foot there of Pierce, and she's done brilliantly. Now Anderson. Ambrosius. Wang downfield. Has it. And that one might elude them over the sideline. Wang does her darndest to try and get it. And she actually did keep it in the field of play there. No, she didn't, as it comes back for the Tridents. Bit of pressure from Marion Jop. Reed's done well. Leah Butt. Polovnikov. And now Jop. Good battle for the ball there.
Yeah, Tess is hard in the middle there. She won't let anything get past her.
She's a tough player. Polovnikov, good tackle from Butt. Now Wang. Butt chases this one. But Gill is back there for the Tridents. And Reed sweeps it across. Good pass. Pierce the target of that one, and she has it. Kirsten Pierce can run at the defence here. Oh, it's not able to be kept in. And the Alpiners still doing a good job at the moment. Trying to keep the Tridents at bay. Smith. Tinning for the Alpiners. Nicely timed pass, nicely weighted pass to Wyam. Wyam into the circle almost as Ambrosius sweeps it back. That's a great pass to Wyam. Oh, just escaped her. Could add a reverse stick shot there. And some good hustle on the ball there from Kayla Reed. That was good defence from her.
Oh, there's some lovely passes in the corner there. Ambrosius. Nice little nifty 1-2 passes between her and the outside striker.
Catherine Moffat to Kate Ivory. Jop almost had it. She's lost it. Goad. And Davies again. Wins the free hit. Immediately heads up and looks for prospects down the field. Mary not on the pitch at the moment. Well, it's good work from Hayley Cox.
Made really good progress up this left-hand side.
Yeah. Smith. Tinning. Tinning runs at the defence. She wants to take him from the right spot, the umpire, though. 7 minutes to go. Could this be the Alpiners' day?
It's going to be their day today, Glenn.
You reckon?
Yeah. We want the Southerners to win one game.
I've got to say, I've got that feeling in me as well, Tina. But we'll see. Still plenty of time.
6 minutes 43.
only takes one well-executed play from the Tridents, and they'll be right back at it. Don't forget, in 40 minutes, folks, we'll have our second game today. It's the Mavericks playing the Falcons. Hope you can stay with us here on Sky Sport for that one. That will be the last of the round-robin matches.
Yeah, well
Davies. There's a stick from Erin Goad, but it's straight into the stick there of Hayley Cox. Leah Butt has it again. April's for a free hit, not answered by the umpires. Butt goes into the circle, but no penalty corner. There is a penalty corner. It's come off the feet onto the legs of Kate Ivory.
Well, they deserve that too. We're really well run by Leah Butt into the circle.
They celebrated like it was a goal almost.
Well, they've had so much success with their penalty corners. It's just about a goal for them.
They all went up there, and there it is. Remember, last time they had a penalty corner, they scored from it. In fact, that's been the only penalty corner of the game, hasn't it? This is only the second one of the game. Both to the Alpiners. So, can they convert again? So, Ambrosius over there to take it. She scored, remember, off that play. No Olivia Murray on the pitch at the moment. So, what are they going to do here? It's just another deflection play. It's not gone on target. Another penalty corner.
They're really confident with their penalty corners. The Alpiners. Some good options in there, some variations, which is good. They're mixing it up.
Well, it's Jop and it's Amelia Calder at the top there. Again, it's going to be Ambrosius to deliver. Injects it now, and it's going to be Calder again. There's the deflection, and it's gone out this time. Good work coming out of defence by Kayla Reed to deflect that one away. Kayla Reed flying off the line here. And yes, off her stick to safety.
Yeah, really well run line by Kayla.
Great pass from Steele. Here comes Cox. Gunson almost lost it. But she's done well, Ella Gunson. Now Kirsten Pearce up front. Tynan now. Like to get onto that backhand side where she's so effective. It's good stick work from Rose Tynan. To the rights. Here it comes, Olivia Crum. She can't catch up with it.
Yes, wasn't too sure where she gets that ball, but it was a great pass and the right option from Ella.
Yeah, Ella Hyatt Brown with the pass. Under 5 to go now. No change to that halftime score. Olivia Murray, Isabella Ambrosius, the goal scorers for the Alpiners. And in the second quarter, it was Tyler Lynch scoring for the Tridents. Steele just happy to play her own game with Tyler Lynch for the meantime. Oh, it's gone right under Ella Hyatt Brown's stick, and Jessie Anderson's onto this, but she's on her lonesome. She held up play nicely to Tinning, who likes to run at the defence. Tinning into the circle, crosses it in. There's another goal, and it's Emily Wyam who's put it in. Fantastic play from the Alpiners. And now they've got control of the game. They lead 3-1.
That was a great touch from Emily Wyam. Good position inside the circle.
Well, great work by Tinning, and the cross was on the money, wasn't it?
Right spot. Good finish.
Well. So it looks like now the Alpiners are going to get on the board in this competition and get onto the points table. With 3:17 to play. Well, this gives them good momentum into third and fourth playoff match tomorrow. Who will they play? That's the question. It's most likely going to be the Mavericks, but we'll see. As Gunson goes forward. So, if the score stays the same, the Alpiners will go to 4 competition points. The Tridents will stay on 10. Their goal difference will drop to 2 on the goal difference down to 7. Lynch plays it into one of the Alpiners players. It's come off Anna Crowley. Yeah, the Alpiners had the Tridents had a goal differential of +8 at the start of this contest, so that would drop to 6. Wang kept that in the field of play nicely, but Moffat's on it, and Moffat's won the ball. So, just looking at the goal difference standings, it wouldn't change the equation for the Mavericks, Tina. As I'm looking at it here, they would still need to win by 5 clear goals over the Falcons to make the final. That's not going to be easy against the Central Falcons, who are unbeaten.
Yeah, it's still doable, though. I can remember being in a game and being up by 7-1 at half-time and losing 8-7.
Wow.
So,
isn't it funny how you remember your losses, those sort of games, more than perhaps many of your wins, Tina?
Oh, yeah, that was one of the best games. I think it was at a World Cup too.
Oh, no. Don't want to go there. Polovnikov. Got it. Dispossessed, though. And I've got to say, you've got to hand it to the Alpiners and their coach, Aaron Ford, and all the players. They've come out with a good, positive attitude. It would have been tough for them with nothing to play for on the competition table, but they've gone out and given it a crack.
Yeah, I like the way that the Alpiners have played today.
Well, another goal now would make it interesting as Anderson flies through. Mary is open in the centre. There's the target, but Gunson's in between her and Jessie Anderson and has managed to clear it. Kayla Reed. Back to Moffat. But with only 30 seconds left, this one's done. Belinda Smith still playing to the end, though, as all the players are. Hyatt Brown. And the Tridents just happy to wind down the clock, lick their wounds and come back for tomorrow's game. But the Alpiners, after 5 losses in a row, are on the board and have won.
Oh, and they should be pleased with their performance today. It was a great game from the Alpiners. They really took it to the Tridents. Ran hard at them for, I'd say, probably 3/4 of the game. Had a bit of a rest in that third quarter.
Yeah, well done to them. They've got the win by 3-1. So goals to Olivia Murray in the first quarter, and Isabella Ambrosius in the second quarter. And this goal here to Emily Wyam, number 16, just coming into shot there and deflecting it past the defender and the keeper to seal the victory. A great run and cross here from Kat Tinning, Tina. Real good work from her.
Yeah, she protected the ball really well. Was able to get a nice, flat, hard pass into the centre of the circle.
And that sealed it for the Alpiners, who are a happy camp. There's nothing sweeter than victory in sport, is there? We'll be back to wrap up this game in just a moment on Sky Sports. Stay with us.
A new home is one of life's great adventures. Sentinel will help you enjoy the journey. Sentinel Homes. Design, build, enjoy.
Introducing the new Ford Escape ST Line X. Packed with the latest features so you can get moving, do more and go further. Now available with the Ford Assured Future Value Finance offer. Simply pick your payment plan and at the end of the term, choose if you want to keep your Ford Escape, return your Ford Escape or upgrade to a new Ford. Easy. Ford. Bring on tomorrow.
Welcome back to Hamilton, and it's a great win for the Southern Alpiners, 3-1 over the Northern Tridents. The Northern Tridents were on top of the table heading into that last game, but don't go perhaps into the final tomorrow with the greatest of results behind them. Let's get some after-match reaction, and I'm sure it's a happy captain from the Alpiners today, Olivia Murray, and she's with Matt Williams.
Olivia Murray, the Southern Alpiners captain. It was a great result for the side today. How pleased were you for your team out there today?
Yeah, I guess it's probably been building for the last sort of 6 games, and we just know that, you know, we can put out a good performance, and today we probably put out that full 60 performance. So yeah, really, really happy, and really happy for the girls.
And what confidence does that give you heading into the bronze medal match tomorrow?
Oh, definitely, and we know that, you know, we can do it, and you know, any result could have gone our way in the last 6 games. So yeah, pretty pleased to get out there and put in a good 60-minute performance today.
All right, all the best for tomorrow's game. Thank you. Ella Gunson, Northern Tridents captain today. It looked like a difficult match for the side. What kind of went wrong out there today, do you think?
Yeah, it's a real shame, and we're very disappointed, but credit to the Alpiners. They played really well today and probably wanted it more than us. We didn't really work hard enough, and we went away from our structures and didn't play the game that we have been playing the last few matches.
And you've most likely done enough to secure a spot in the final tomorrow. What's the focus that the side needs to get back on track ahead of that match?
Yeah, so for the game tomorrow, we just need to go back to what works well for us. We need to keep moving the ball, stick-to-stick passing and working hard off the ball and playing as a team, not running the ball and trying to create something out of nothing. Yeah, it's back to our structures.
Thanks and good luck for tomorrow.
Thank you.
So there we are. Ella Gunson there, captain of the day. And let's check out those stats. Shots on goal in the end, just favouring the Alpiners. And again, no change to that possession stat as well. 3 penalty corners proved crucial, with one of them being converted by the Alpiners, and circle entries ended up favouring the Tridents. Although the circle entries, really, if we think back through the game, the Alpiners probably were more effective and created more opportunities. So that means the Tridents end on 14 points. The Alpiners end on 4, which gives the Mavericks a slight opportunity. In the end, that result didn't account for much for the Mavericks and the Falcons. There's much to play for at 2 o'clock this afternoon. If the Falcons can get a result out of that game, they'll end on top of the round robin. If the Mavericks win by 5 or more goals, they will go into the final ahead of the Tridents. So that is how it's looking. We will see how that ends in a couple of hours. But the start of the game is coming up at 2 o'clock. We hope you can stay with us on Sky Sport.
The Sentinel Homes Premier Hockey League is proudly brought to you by Hockey New Zealand in association with Sentinel Homes, Vantage Windows and Doors, Computer Concepts Limited, Sky Sport, your home for hockey, and Sport New Zealand.